again to another episode of Elephants in the Room. And today I'm talking about Charles Barkley for 5 minutes. Well, Charles Barkley, apparently he is upset that the NBA allowed Robert Sarver to sell the Phoenix Suns for $4 billion. And apparently Mr. Sarver was doing a lot of things behind the scenes that were contrary to what should be happening. And, the NBA said, well, hey, you got to sell the team. You can't be a team owner, which makes sense. He bought the team whenever he bought it for $400 million. Well, like anything, especially football, baseball, or any kind of professional sports team, that franchise valuated up. Well, it valuated up to around $4 billion. The Phoenix Suns have been doing pretty good and playing good ball, so obviously it's going to evaluate. Well, he's saying, well, hey, why should he profit from the antics that he performed, and the antics that he did? And I got to thinking, I said, Charles Barkley performed a lot of antics too. So did anybody ask him to give back his money? Because last time I checked, he was a pretty outrageous character, and he had some issues, and he ran his mouth and said a lot of different things. And, truth be told, a lot of these owners are out there doing a lot of these different saying and doing and acting all kind of outrageous, doing all kind of outrageous things, behind the scenes. It's just that this gentleman got caught. Almost the same as I believe the Clippers owners. He got caught. I could be not. Is it the Clippers owner? I think he had a Clippers owner, and he got caught out there. So it's a lot of different owners. The owner of the formerly Washington Redskins, now the Commanders. He was doing a lot of crazy things too, and I'm quite sure there's a bunch of other ones that are out there just doing stuff, and saying stuff, and a lot of these things are coming to light now. But business is business, and subsequently, if my team is worth $4 billion, I could act a fool all day long. But why should I not get my profits off of what I own? Because he owned it. So if he sold it, because they said he's no longer allowed to be an owner, well, it is what it is. And I think Charles Barkley should sit his hypocritical behind down and let it be and analyze basketball. The sport which he knows a lot about. Now, if he was analyzing basketball plays and people and how their play is on the court, great, wonderful, continue to do that. But when it comes to business and actually owning something, you can't say, well, hey, you did this, so now, somebody should come in and arbitrarily say, hey, you bought it for $400 million, but we're only going to let you have $100 million over, or we're only going to give you $400 million that you paid for it. No, it doesn't work that way. And for him to say that, it's not good, because if this precedent were to occur, where does that slippery slope stop? Because who decides what should be given to the next person, regardless of what you did? Not saying that what this gentleman did was fine, but who decides what your compensation should be, after this right here? Well, again, we have another talking head that thinks that their opinion should be the opinion, apparently. And it's a sad thing, because, like I say, Charles Barkley, I love to watch him play. He was a great player, but he does have some controversial opinions. One of his other ones was he gave, this wasn't an opinion. He gave Jackson State $1 million, and he wanted to show him some love. And I got to thinking, well, why the hell are you just showing him love now? Because Prime was there. He brought attention to Jackson State. There's a bunch of other schools that need $1 million quickly, But on the flip side of him giving $1 million, what are these schools doing with the money that they're getting? And then why are these schools not getting the money that they should get in respect to the money that the other state schools get? Because there has to be some kind of disparaging or some other kind of issue going on as to how the money's being spent, how the money's being allocated. But hey, I'm quite sure Jackson State, I'm quite sure they'll appreciate the $1 million, of which they said they would, and I guess, we can call that a plus for Charles Barkley. But hey, you got plenty of millions, everybody on that panel, Ernie and all the rest of them, they got a bunch of cash. I'm quite positive. Go down to Edward Waters and give them some money so they can help their facilities. If you come down here to Atlanta, and you go over there to Morehouse, you'll find that they still have issues in their dorms. Howard had issues at their facilities. You go to a lot of these different HBCUs, and they need stuff. They need care, but they also need some kind of I'm not gonna say oversight, but there needs to be some kind of situation where the money that is sent can be used for the students and used in the right way. So I think that would help. But yeah, so I just wanted to kind of pick on Charles Barkley for a moment. He's always saying something controversial, and I find that Charles will be Charles. I guess maybe he's like the new shock jock. He wants to say stuff. But anyway, I just want to thank you for tuning into Elephants in the Room. Look forward to talking to you later.